Is Pump.Fun about to make a significant move here? We're going to be talking about a setup or some setups that's on the Pump.Fun's charts and that I cannot ignore because I chart these patterns, and that is the secret to making consistent profits, or how I make more consistent profits in trading crypto. Reading the charts, charting the candles here, the data, that's very important because it will give you a significant edge uh, comparing to not charting, of course, right? Because these patterns, other traders are going to see it, right? And a lot of these patterns are very simple and effective. Let's take the falling wedge pattern, for example. It's a bullish pattern that usually breaks to the upside after an extensive downtrend on that time frame, okay? Because nothing in this market lasts forever. No pumps, dumps, or sideways, right? Everything comes to an end from my observations. So that's why it's very important to uh, find these reversal patterns, which are usually lower risk patterns that I usually like to spot and just not taking the high risk, but taking the lower risk um, setups, right? So let's go ahead and dive into Pump.Fun here, see what has changed since the last time I've talked about it. So last time I pointed out a falling wedge pattern, right? That has broken to the upside. This is the 12-hour time frame, right? And falling wedges usually break to the upside, and it did. Price target here is going to be about 0.59 cents price targets. Now, price targets are estimates only. There could be more or less. Very much depends on how the market is. I'm still very bullish on this market. And of course, it depends on how Bitcoin is, right? Because even though Bitcoin is losing its dominance, it's still the driver of this market. Also, going to be a very key indicator in telling me the peaks and bottoms of this market, which is going to be very useful as this bull cycle goes on. Now, I am long on Bitcoin and quite a bit of the altcoins here, so my opinion on this market is bullish right now. I'll tell you guys when I change my opinions. I have to think on both sides as a trader, right? I'm never really permanently bullish nor bearish. I think that's very dangerous. I am open minded to hearing both sides of the trade. Now, like I said, it has broken out of this falling wedge pattern, and I also mentioned that it was going to form a some type of a cup and handle pattern, which is also a bullish pattern that usually breaks to the upside. And in this case, it did. And this is the 12-hour time frame. It did break out of this resistance at what it was about 0.33 cents, right? It did break out of it, and it is underneath some resistance here that I think you guys should be paying attention to. Moving averages on top of the candles on that time frame is going to be some of your key resistances and supports. If it's above the price action, it is resistance. And we have the weekly 50 SMA here that just came about. The white line here, that's going to be the next level of resistance at about 0.35 cents. Okay, so that's what's keeping the price action down right now. Very important for Pump.Fun to actually stay on top of this upper trend line here. It just broke out of. Otherwise, it could be a fake out, right? Just because you break out of a pattern does not mean that you're gonna 100% go to that price target. I've seen all types of scenarios that happen, and even fake outs or flops that happen. So like I said, so this is basically it for what I'm seeing for Pump.Fun here. Now the cup and handle price target is going to be about point four, it's right underneath 0.45 cents there. Okay, so let's see if it gets there before reaching its the next price target of that falling wedge pattern. So this is basically what I'm seeing. If you guys want to continue seeing more of Pump, let me know down in the comment section below, or any other coins, drop a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.